Tottenham Hotspur have just lost by 3-1 to Leeds United at Elland Road, and I am absolutely fuming. I am disgusted at how those players can go out there and put in an absolutely disgraceful performance like that. A shambles defensively, no creativity in midfield, not clinical enough on goal. Diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. It's just an endless stream of shit with this club. Every single season, as Tottenham Hotspur fans, as Spurs fans, as fans of this beautiful club with history, the first ever English side to win a European competition, right? Every single season, us fans get excited. Every single season, us fans expect to see something. Every single season, we think, maybe it's our year. Maybe it's our time to win a trophy. Maybe it's our time to win the league. Who knows? Can we win the league this season? Can we win a trophy? And then what happens? We get knocked out of all the competitions and we're too far off to win the league. So then what do we think, right? 5 games remaining, just maybe we have a chance of getting Champions League football, right? 5 winnable fixtures. What happens? Ryan Mason comes in, right? We sacked Jose Mourinho 6 days before a cup final. Ludicrous to do that. Ryan Mason comes in, loses the cup final. Okay, but we beat Southampton, right? Big 3 points there. Then we go on to beat Sheffield United with a fantastic performance. And it's like, yes, we're building momentum. And as soon as our Spurs fans start to believe again, the players go out there and the pressure gets to them and they put on an absolutely diabolical performance. Disgraceful performance. I am absolutely sick of it. I am sick of these players going out there when it matters and throwing it away. Because it's typical Tottenham. It's typical Tottenham Hotspur. When it matters, when the pressure's on, when it matters, when we have a chance of doing something, we throw it away. We absolutely throw it away. Today we had a chance to pick up a massive 3 points because Leicester slipped up yesterday, right? Who knows whether Chelsea are going to slip up, right? Chelsea are playing Manchester City this evening. If Manchester City win, they become Premier League champions, right? They have a chance of lifting the Premier League trophy this evening, right? Chelsea will probably drop points to them. Now, who knows? They may not drop points. They may drop points, right? But there's a big chance that they could drop points. West Ham playing Everton this evening as well. You know, maybe they could drop points. No. It doesn't matter now because Tottenham Hotspur have went out there and bottled it. Tottenham Hotspur have went out there and thrown it all away like we do every single season. Every single season we have to find something to be positive about until we can't be positive about anything because it's all out the window and I'm absolutely sick of it, right? Now, if you know me on this channel, I don't pick out certain players for their bad performances. So I tend to say, right, this player had a bad performance, but this player also had a bad performance. The whole team put in a woeful performance. But there's one player who put in an awful, atrocious performance today, right? And that player is Sergio Reguilon. Absolutely disgusting performance. Not tracking back at all. Not giving 100%, giving 50%, not tracking back. Leaving his man unmarked time after time after time again, right? Leaving his man unmarked, not tracking back, cost us 2 goals today. 2 goals. Dive, standing there, looking around, standing there, not putting in a tackle. What's the point? What is the point? What is the point with Tottenham Hotspur? Every single season, us fans get excited about it. Every single season, we think it's our season. It's our chance to win something. Yet the players don't have a winning mentality. They simply don't have a winning mentality. They bottled the cup final, right? Bottled the Champions League final. And now they've gone and bottled Champions League football for next season, right? So the next season, we may be sitting here in the Europa Conference League. And who do we have to thank for that? Partially the players, partially Jose Mourinho, maybe Ryan Mason. But there's one massive culprit. Daniel Levy, ENIC, right? The worst owners in the Premier League, right? You see Manchester United fans complaining about the Glazers, right? You see them protesting about the Glazers. The Glazers actually invest somewhat of money into their team. They brought in the likes of Paul Pogba in the past, Eric Bailly, some actual big players, some decent players, Bruno Fernandes, right? Yet our board are the type of people who, if we have to pay another 5 million, we tend to not invest. We don't invest. They're absolutely disgusting. They are milking this club for money. And I'm absolutely sick of it. Daniel Levy calls himself a Spurs fan. He couldn't care less about Tottenham Hotspur. All he cares about is getting more money in his pockets. That's all he cares about. Joe Lewis probably doesn't even know the score. Probably doesn't even know we were playing Leeds United today, because he's on his yacht somewhere having a fantastic lobster tail meal, as I say, enjoying that and thinking life is absolutely brilliant. I'm sick of it. Every season, the players go out there, they let us down. The lack of investment from the board cost us, right? ENIC charging the most money possible, right? And this is something I saw the other day, and it's not relevant to the match. I will get back on track to the match in a second, but as I'm going off on a rant, I might as well mention it. A couple of days ago, fans are obviously coming back for the last couple of games of the season, right? And, you know, clubs are charging a lot less money because of COVID and everything. Guess what club charges the most money for tickets in the Premier League, right? You guessed it, ENIC and Daniel Levy, because it's more money in their pockets, right? Charging the most money out of everyone else. Yeah, we understand, you know, it was COVID, it was hard times. So many people, you know, lives were taken. It was a horrible time. But, you know, we couldn't care less because, you know, let's charge the most money. Let's charge the most money for tickets to our stadium because that's more money in the pockets of ENIC. I'm sick of it. The ownership of this club is what's cost us today. The ownership of this club is what's cost us the Champions League final. The ownership of the club is what cost us over the past 20 years. Over the past 20 years, all they have done is take money out of the club, make profit from the club, yet not invest barely any money whatsoever into the club on what goes on the pitch. He's more bothered about making business deals with the likes of Google and Amazon than he is in making business deals with actual players, sorting out transfers that we can actually bring in, sorting out players that we can bring in. The ownership of this club is disgusting. They couldn't care less about COVID, right? Let's be 100% honest. You look at them, as I say, charging the most money for seats, charging the most money for people to come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You know, you look at what's happened over the past year. It's been the toughest year ever. It's been one of the toughest years ever. It's been an absolutely horrible year, 2020 and the beginning of 2021. So many people lost their lives. You know, it's just been a really sad and depressing world. Yet Daniel Levy couldn't care less about that. ENIC couldn't care less about that because they're charging the most money for tickets to the new stadium. That's what I've got to say about that. Going back to the match. Reguilon, disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Son, in my opinion, wasn't good enough. Son wasn't good enough at all. He was absolutely shambolic. Absolutely shambolic, right? Not tracking back as well. Kane, ever since Ryan Mason has come in, he doesn't fit in with the system. Mason's playing him more as a target man up top, right? Kane's so used to a system where he's tracking back, you know, building forward, picking passes like a quarterback in the NFL, right? He's not in that role under Ryan Mason. He's meant to be the target man, although that's what he's done for years under Jose. We know he changed his role, and Jose probably did give him the best season of his career. Mason's come in. Kane doesn't understand that. Kane needs to adapt quicker, in my opinion, but I'll let him off because he's Harry Kane. And also, right, if you're Harry Kane, Heung-min's son, right, Harry Kane, Heung-min's son, Hugo Lloris, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and Toby Alderweireld. They're the only players that I will let off for a bad performance because they consistently bring brilliance to this team. There's no consistency with any other players. And the players that I've just mentioned right now, I hope they all go. I really do hope Harry Kane leaves in the summer. Do you want to know why? Because he'll get more success with any team he goes to than he will at Tottenham Hotspur. He'll get more joy about any team that he goes to apart from Tottenham Hotspur. Who knows? He may actually win a trophy. A trophy. It's just like, wow, it's something we haven't recognised in 14 years as Spurs fans. A trophy that one of our players could get. Wow, it's sickening. It's sickening. We're a joke. We're a joke to the Premier League. We're an absolute disgrace to the Premier League. The lack of investment in this club is a joke. The players are a joke. The performance today topped it all off. No Champions League football. Champions League football, the little hope that we had of getting Champions League football is now out the window because certain players let us down. Certain players who always seem to bottle it, the likes of Eric Dyer, never steps up to the occasion, right? Giovanni Lo Celso hasn't been good enough yet. He still starts and does absolutely nothing. And the substitutions as well. Taking off Dele Alli, probably our best player in the first half. He got the assist. He was brilliant in that first half, in my opinion. Really good at the beginning of the second half. We take him off, right, for Mora. Fine, bring on Mora, but bring on Mora for Giovanni Lo Celso, right? And then bring on Tanguy and Ndombele for Dele Alli if you need to. Then you can have Højbjerg and him in the double pivot while Moura steps in front. And that's the way we rolled for 4 weeks straight when we actually went on a 4-win win streak, as I say, but then bottled it and then threw it away like Tottenham Hotspur always do. Absolute bottlers. We've thrown away Champions League place. We've thrown it away like we do every single season. We throw things out the window when we have an opportunity of getting something. Leicester lose last night. As soon as the pressure's on, we bottle it. We absolutely bottle it. I'm going to go now, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure if you're new here to smash that subscribe button. It really, really would help the channel out. Hit that like button as well and tap the notification bell so you will be notified every single time we upload on the channel. Thank you for watching. And as always, come on you Spurs.